Hey double dip babes, welcome back. In today's video I'm going to show you how to do gel extensions using liquid builder gel. I am going to be doing the extensions using paper nail forms. I'll also be doing some cherry blossom nail art with gel polish after the extensions are applied. So let's get started. I do already have my nails prepped how I want for this manicure. I do have some gel polish and a peel base. To start the manicure, I am going to be taking these paper nail forms. You can use any type of paper nail forms that you like. These are just some ones that I had laying around. You can also use liquid builder gel over regular nail tips, but for today's video, I am going to be sculpting out the gel nails with paper nail forms. I'm going to go ahead and show you how I like to apply the paper nail forms onto my nails. I do like to use the center of the nail form to help give the paper form a little bit more structure. This is optional, but I do like to do it. After that, I am going to go ahead and rip the paper nail form above where you put your nail. After that, I do like to roll the paper nail form to give it a little bit of a natural curve. This is optional, but I do recommend that you do it. After that, I'm just going to go ahead and place the paper nail form just under the free edge of my natural nail. You do want to try to get this as straight as possible. If the underneath area of your nail is more straight, you can cut the paper nail form to match your natural nail. I do like my nails to be very straight, so I am making sure that the paper nail form is parallel with the surface of my natural nail just to make sure that these nails are very straight. You're then going to go ahead and squeeze the sides. You can squeeze this as much as you like. It just depends how wide you want the nail to be. So once everything is stuck down into place, this is how it should look. I do have my mini UV LED nail lamp here. This is from one of the polygel kits. You can use any UV LED nail lamp of your choice. I am going to be using the liquid builder gel to extend the natural nails. This product is really nice. It has a very thick consistency. It does cure very hard and it does give the nails a lot of strength and structure. Here's the consistency of the gel if you are curious. As you can see, it is a very thick gel. I'm going to make sure I have a lot of product on the brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and start placing this onto the free edge of my natural nail and also extending this down as far as I want the nail extension to be. Keep in mind you can make this as long or short as you like. The good thing about paper nail forms is most of them do have these lines, which just allows you to measure out the nails to get them all the same length. So once I have the tip of the nail how I want, I am going to go ahead and do a thin layer over top of my natural nail as well. This is going to connect the base of my nail to the free edge and make sure that the tip portion does not just pop off. So when you're doing gel extensions like this, you do want to make sure to cover the entire nail as well as build out the extension part of the nail. When looking at the nail from the side, you can see that I am lightly hovering the brush over top of the nail where I want the product. This is going to make sure that I do have a good amount of product in those areas. Because gel is self-leveling, you can hold it upside down and apply it as well, and this will allow the product to self-level in the correct areas for your nail. You don't want to do this for too long because it can drip down, but just a few seconds will definitely help level out your gel application. Making sure I have the sides of the nail covered very well, I am going to go ahead and cure that layer. I am going to cure this for the full minute just to make sure that the layer is fully cured. So looking at the nail from the side, you can see that there is a good ledge between the paper nail form and my natural nail, and you do not want that when building gel extensions. You do want to make sure you have a very smooth transition from the natural nail bed down to the tip of the nail. So because of that, I am going to be doing another layer, mainly focusing all of the product on the extension portion of the nail. I am also going to be doing a thin layer over top of the natural nail as well, just making sure that everything blends very nicely. I am definitely not a pro at applying liquid builder gel, especially as extensions like this, but when working with liquid builder gel, you do have to be rather quick because the gel does self-level. So if you hold the nail flat for too long, it will spill down the sides of the paper nail form, but if you work quickly, you shouldn't have any issues. Once I have the second layer of gel applied, I did hold it upside down for a few seconds, and then I'm going to cure for 1 minute. So here's what the nail looks like after it's been cured. I did go ahead and remove the paper nail form. You just pinch the sides and pull it off of the nail, and this is what it looks like. It does look a little bit rough, but we are going to be fixing that. I do want to go ahead and apply one more layer of the liquid builder gel just to make sure that I have enough strength for the nail. You can do as many or as few layers of gel that you like. I like to make sure I have enough product to properly file the nail and get it to the perfect thickness. So I would rather have the nail a tiny bit too thick rather than a tiny bit too thin and have to add more product. So I am just going to be doing 3 layers of this gel on all of the nails. So once I have those 3 layers of gel cured, I am taking a paper towel and some rubbing alcohol to remove the sticky layer from the nail. You don't want to skip this step because if you do, it is going to ruin your hand file. The next step is to take a hand file and go ahead and reshape the nail. I am doing a ballerina shaped nail and these nails are pretty short, so I'm just going to go ahead and file the shape of the nail. After the shape of the nail has been filed, I'm going to go ahead and file over the surface of the nail as well. When doing this step, I'm mainly just trying to make sure that the surface is as smooth as possible. When filing the nails, you don't want to file away the apex of the nail. The apex is basically what gives the nail structure and prevents your nail from breaking. So make sure that you're not filing the nails very flat, otherwise they will break very easily. After the nail has been filed, I am taking a stiff manicure brush and I'm going to remove all of the dust from the nail. After the dust has been removed, this is what it looks like. As you can see, this is the thickness of the gel nail. It's not too thick, but it's not too thin. I think this is the perfect thickness for a nail enhancement. Next, I'm taking the No Wipe Gel Top Coat from one of the Polygel kits and I'm going to be applying a layer of this onto the entire nail. Just so that you guys can get a good view of what this gel extension looks like, I am going to apply the gel to the back of the nail as well. Once the gel top coat has been applied, I am going to cure for 1 minute. The last step for this single nail is to apply the cuticle oil and rub it in. So this is what the gel extension looks like. It is really pretty. I love the shape and length of these. I'm going to go ahead and do the same step for all of the other nails. If you guys are interested in any of the products that I'm showing or using in this video, everything will be linked down below in the description of this video. You can also use the code KCNails20 and that will save you 20% off of your double dip nails purchase. Doing the application of these gel extensions did get a little bit repetitive. I'm just going to go ahead and let you guys watch the entire process of me applying the gel to my nails, and I'll come back after the gel has been applied. At this point in the manicure, I did decide to switch over to my full-sized UV LED nail lamp, so I am still curing each layer, but I am doing this off camera in my full-sized lamp. I do want to go ahead and say that this pinky nail is pretty crooked. It does naturally curve towards the other fingers, so to make sure that the nail doesn't turn out crooked, I do want to make sure that the paper nail form is straight following the base of the nail rather than the tip, because if I do that, it is going to make the nail look very crooked. Again, I'm going to go ahead and do the same steps for the gel extension. Here's what the nails look like after the gel extensions have been cured. I am going to go ahead and take a paper towel and some rubbing alcohol to remove the sticky layer. As you can see, this is what happens when you take too long applying the gel to your nails. It does run down the side of the paper form and it ends up looking like this. You can go ahead and clip that away before filing just to reduce the time spent filing. I'm going to go ahead and file all of the other nails. Here are what the nails look like after they have all been filed. Again, I'm going back with the gel top coat and I'm going to be applying a layer of this onto all of the nails. Again, I'm going to be applying a layer of this onto all of the nails. At this point, I didn't really have something specific in mind for the nail art, so I just went ahead and applied the gel top coat layer to all of the nails. Normally, if you plan to do a solid gel polish manicure, you would want to go ahead and apply the gel polish color and then apply your gel top coat, but because I was unsure of what I was doing, I went ahead and applied the top coat layer to all of the nails first. Again, if you are curious why I like to apply a top coat layer before doing the nail art, it's because the polish likes to rest in the scratches from the filing and buffing, and that can make the lines look a little bit shaky, so that is why I like to work over a very smooth surface. I'm going to go ahead and cure that layer for 1 minute. After that layer is cured, I am taking the gel polish color 597. This is called Spring Bouquet. It is one of their gel polish and nail lacquer sets. This is a really pretty pink white type color. I'm just going to go ahead and do a layer of this on all of the nails. I do want to go ahead and tell you that I did change my mind after painting all of the nails this solid color, so I do go back and remove the pinky and index nail. But for now, I am just doing a solid layer of gel polish on all of the nails. When applying gel polish, you do want to try not to get this product on your skin. If you do get it on your skin, make sure to remove it before curing the nails. You also don't want to apply a layer that is too thick, otherwise it might not fully cure, which can affect how long your manicure lasts. So make sure to work in thin layers just to make sure that the polish fully cures under the nail lamp. So here's when I went ahead and removed the index and pinky nail layer of gel polish. Again, I'm just taking a paper towel and some rubbing alcohol to remove the gel polish from the nail. This does work very well if the nail is not cured, so I'm just going to go ahead and remove that layer of gel polish. I am taking this marble mixing palette and I'm going to apply a little bit of that gel polish color onto the palette. I am going to be using a very fine nail art brush to do some French tips. So to do the French tips, I'm just doing a little dot where I want the smile line to be, and I'm going to connect that dot to the sides of the nail. You can make this line as curvy or as flat as you like. Because of my nail prep, I did have a layer of nude gel polish on my natural nails before the gel extension application, so that is why I'm not doing a nail bed color. You can apply a layer of gel polish color for your base color and then do your French tips, but because I had the nude gel polish layer on, I'm not going to be doing a nude color for the base of the nail. Once I have the smile line, I'm going to go ahead and take the brush and go ahead and fill in the tip of the French tip nail. Doing French tips like this is actually pretty quick and simple, but if you prefer a quicker or easier method, you can do the Jelly Stamper French tip hack. That is probably the best option if you are a beginner at doing French tips. I am going to be doing a French tip nail on the pinky as well. Once I have those French tips done, I went ahead and cured that layer of gel polish for 1 minute. I'm going to go ahead and do a second layer of gel polish color just to make sure I have a good opacity of color. I did lightly go over the French tips as well just to make sure that the French tips are opaque. After the second layer of gel polish has been applied, I did cure that layer for 1 minute. Next, I am taking this brown gel liner, which is number 10. This is from the Fall to Harvest gel liner collection. This is a really pretty dark brown color. As you can see, it does have a very fine brush, which is perfect for nail art. I am going to be doing some cherry blossom nail art. I'm just starting by drawing the branches of the cherry blossom tree. I am making sure to do these lines very thin and I'm not applying too many of them. It does look a little bit crazy now, but trust me, once you apply the cherry blossoms, it brings the whole design together. I'm going to do the same thing for the ring fingernail as well. And I am going to be doing some cherry blossoms on the sides of the French tip nails as well. Again, I'm just doing the same step that I did for the middle two nails, just drawing some very simple branches. And just as the middle two nails, I'm doing the same thing for the thumbnail as well. Once I have all of the branches, I did cure that layer for 1 minute. The next step is to take some pink and white gel polishes. These are gel liners from one of the gel liner collections. This is number 9 and 2. I'm going back with my mixing palette because I don't want to pink this vibrant. I am going to be mixing it with the white gel liner just to make it a lighter shade of pink. I'm going to be taking the small side of a dotting tool and I'm going to be mixing those colors together until I get the perfect shade of pink. Using the light shade of pink gel polish and the dotting tool, I'm going to be doing the flower petals of the cherry blossoms. This is a little bit abstract, but you can go buy a reference photo if you want it to look more realistic. After I have the bigger cherry blossom done, I am going to be adding small dots along these branches, and that just makes it look like the cherry blossoms are more in the background than the bigger ones. I just really love how this design turned out. I did actually add another bigger cherry blossom down in the left corner of the nail. I do think that having the bigger cherry blossoms and the smaller ones does make the nail art design look really nice. Right into the wet gel, I am taking the darker shade of pink that I didn't mix with the white, and I'm going to add a little bit of this into the center of the cherry blossom. This is going to give the nail design a little bit more depth. I did clean off the dotting tool and I'm actually taking a little bit of the white gel polish and I'm going to be applying this around the edges of the cherry blossom. I am going to be doing the exact same nail design on all of the other branches. Once I have all of the cherry blossoms done, I did go ahead and cure that layer under the nail lamp for 1 minute. I am going back with the same brown gel liner that I used for the branches and I'm applying a little bit of this product onto the nail palette. Again, I am going back with the small dotting tool and I'm going to be adding some tiny dots into the center of the cherry blossoms. I am only applying the dots into the bigger cherry blossoms that I did because the small dots are too tiny to do dots inside of them. Again, I'm going to be doing this step to all of the nails. Once I have all of those dots, I did cure that layer for 1 minute. After that layer is cured, I am going back with the No White Gel Top Coat and I'm going to be applying a layer of this onto all of the nails to finish off this design. After the gel top coat has been applied, I am going to cure that layer for 1 minute. And the last step is to take the cuticle oil, which is number 6, and apply this to all of the cuticles. It is really important to rehydrate your skin after each and every manicure. This cuticle oil also smells really nice. And here are the nails. I hope you guys love this video. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. If you want to see more videos, you can click the boxes or subscribe to Double Dip's YouTube channel by clicking the circle here. You can also subscribe to my personal YouTube channel by clicking the circle here.